Hello, sports fan. This is Stephen here with Sports Choice Plus. I'm bringing you a very special breakdown. I'm going to be covering why one NFL team should make Jim Harbaugh the boss of the NFL team. Before I get right into that, I want to make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel so you can get all the updates, all the breakdowns, and every single thing we have. Make sure you got the notifications bells on. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Looking at the likes of Jim Harbaugh, not only has he taken Michigan to their second college football playoff in a row. You've seen how he was able to beat Ohio State and finally get over the hump. They're able to do so many different things back to back to back. And that leads me to believe that at this point, Jim Harbaugh is about to cash out. There was front page news that the Carolina Panthers owner had reached out to Jim Harbaugh. They had a conversation. But I think this franchise, by the name of the Denver Broncos, need to get the coaching hire right. They need to go out and say, you know what? We're going to go and turn the reins over to one guy. My advice to the Denver Broncos is you need to get out your checkbook, go to Jim Harbaugh in your plane to Michigan, and you need to offer him the entire franchise. Control like no other has been given in your franchise. When you look at the details of what he's been able to do, he coached Andrew Luck at Stanford. He was able to get the best out of Andrew Luck when he played at Stanford, which was one of the best quarterbacks we've seen in the NFL coming out of college. You're looking at the coaching job he did in turning Stanford away and turning them around. Being hired to the San Francisco 49ers. When he got there, he had Alex Smith as a head coach who had his best season under Harbaugh. People don't realize he had his best season under Harbaugh. We all know that injuries and then also the lack of big plays. He got the most out of Alex Smith before Alex Smith was essentially benched. And then came the likes of Colin Kaepernick. We did see Colin Kaepernick have his best season under Harbaugh. We saw the San Francisco 49ers get a play away, an air throw away from Kaepernick from winning a Super Bowl. We saw the 49ers build on offense and defense. And one of the biggest quotes you hear, we can do whatever we want to because we're the San Francisco 49ers. That's Jim Harbaugh. When you look at him and the way that he galvanized Colin Kaepernick to get the best out of his production with his legs, with his arms. And what do we have in Denver? A struggling quarterback who had 9 Pro Bowl seasons in Seattle, who is struggling to fit in right now with the Denver Broncos. You're looking at the offense being stagnant, the defense being pretty good. If you're a member of the Denver Broncos organization, for 3 to 5 years, this man can help change your franchise. He can help turn your franchise back around into a potential winner. And you know who's going to hate to see this move? You know who's going to hate to see Jim Harbaugh bring his act to the NFL? Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. You know why? He's going to elevate Russell Wilson. He's going to elevate that offense. He's going to give them such a bravado and such a confidence like a Dan Campbell in Detroit. It's a certain energy that he brings. And little do you know that Jim Harbaugh gets the best out of his guys. He pushes the right buttons. He pushes the right ego strokes. He does everything that he needs to do so he gets the best out of his guys. And at this point, that's going to be the best hire for the Denver Broncos. Denver, if you're listening, hire Jim Harbaugh. Give him control, let him pick his players, and watch how your franchise gets back to a Super Bowl. Watch how your franchise gets back to competing for conference titles, division titles. That's my advice to you. Because what he did in Stanford, what he did in San Francisco, what he's done in Michigan, it's not a mistake. Hire Jim Harbaugh. Are you NFL fans? What do you think? Are you Denver Bronco fans? Are you Michigan fans? Get in the comment section below and definitely check out Sports Choice Plus on the YouTube channel. Make sure you're subscribed. You got the notification bells on, and we'll see you on the very next video.